Ah, 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 ow, ow. Oh my god, there it is. I was like waiting for that. Ahoy! Yes, it's me, the great, the powerful Kojika. So tired today, guys. Ugh. That, you know what? It was really creepy on the sketch. I couldn't tell, like I couldn't tell all the details, but that is very, very good colored. I like it. Cause yeah, I follow her on Patreon, so I saw it that way. Yes, everyone. Okay, so I'm working on a commission, but I have, yeah, it's AkiSL, so I wanted to try to, I was thinking I'll put the like Tsum like right here. I couldn't remember how I did the Tsum before though. Because it is something I've drawn before. I'm not gonna worry about it too much, but I was just like, I was trying to get some, oh my god, little fetuses! You know, some stuff in, and then I need to move this. Good, you should. Does that cat have a body? Was that just a fat cat ball with feet? I don't even know. Oh my god, what is this? Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna make a big plushie next to her and it's gonna be this cat, but I'm like, I don't remember. Oh no, now it's groping her. I'm sorry. You might recognize these not only from the postcard that I did years ago with the arcade, but also from the background on stream. Yeah, I'll worry about that later, but I just wanted to like, I might do something else with that, but I was trying to make her look like she's, you know, that's my general idea, I guess. And then yeah, she's gonna be, don't worry about the perspective now. She's gonna be on a laptop and she'll be watching Twitch. Okay. There's, you know, perspective. She's on a bed. Lewd. No, I'm kidding. I was just gonna like put plushes on her. I also was thinking about that, which will make more sense when I color it, but as a general concept, right now she looks so creepy. Okay, let me get rid of that. Guys, don't worry. As per usual, I'm eating while I stream. So it's ASMR Kahlua pork. Oh my god, it is so yummy, yum, yum. Where is my outfit reference? Yeah, it's so yummy, so yummy. Okay, I don't know why I sketched her head so big, but I was looking at a 3D poser and I had like posed it this kind of angle there, and I just was like, wow. You know how it is. Because this side is definitely supposed to be longer on the hair, but it'll be like that, I think. Her hair's not supposed to be super long anyways. So I won't worry about that. And then let's see. So with the jacket, that I think is about right. I'll probably obviously make lots of changes as I go. Okay guys, you ready for a super weird question? Would you rather see the top of a foot or a bottom of a foot? Guys, I swear it's important. What about you, Wong? Top or bottom of foot? Top? Is what I'm getting. Do you want to see the toenails? Oh, okay. That works. The toenails are attached to the toes. What the heck? If they don't have toenails, there's a problem. Okay, we'll do that one then. Yeah, literally, that's why I was like, which one of these she's kicked her sock off on? The other one she hasn't. I don't know. I'm going silly on it. Just want to, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like the bottom of the foot's kind of boring. Oh my god, why did I turn off that? All right, so that should be a good start at least. Now let's go ahead and actually ink it in, or do some yeah. I'll worry about the background later. I mean, I know what I want to do, but I might have to resize stuff anyways. Kirito is so happy to see the feet that he is bonking himself in joy. I understand. Okay. Maybe that actually a little lower. This will go like that. He's going crazy with bonking himself. Wow. No, I see there's something else. So the emotes on the chat, even the ones on my screen here, they're so small I can't tell what they are half the time. I'm pretty sure that's that obnoxious girl I don't like, but I could be wrong. And I don't want to say I don't like her. Like, I don't like isn't the right word. She just annoys me, so I can't watch her, but I don't think she's a bad person. If that makes any sense. And she does a lot of good, it looks like, so. Or like in the streaming community. What's her name? She's just a little too obnoxious for me. Dio. Wait, is that Henya? that's Henya, then Henya's fine. I like Henya. She doesn't annoy me. Oh, Fillion, that was her name. I thought it was Fillion. I don't know what that is at all. Is that a teapot? Yeah, is that what it is? What's up? Henny has a tea kettle noises. Okay. Now that one's Fillion, I'm pretty sure. Oh, Pikami, right. You know, not Pikami and Henya. They're not related at all. Dio. To be fair, though, it could also have just been some of the, for Fillion, it could just be some of the clips I was shown. I may have, you know, purposely been shown the most obnoxious ones, Kirito. Like, maybe there are other ones where she just still does similar stuff, but she's not as, like, I don't know. I like crazy for when I watch streamers and stuff, but I don't like obnoxious. There's a difference. There is that fine line between, oh my god, shut up, and yeah. We all dance that line very, very, yeah. There we go, we have a toe, a foot. That's the sock foot. Y'all like socks, right? Don't lick them though, please. With that said, I'm sure there are people who find me obnoxious or annoying or don't find me interesting enough to watch too, so that's fine too. Everyone has their own taste, and I mean, I don't think you need to be mean about it, so if you don't like somebody, just get off. And that's why I said maybe for Fillion, I just haven't seen the right stream or the right clip. I just haven't had time to really look at anything either. I did watch mostly clips. No, wait, did I actually? I watched Cronies live for the 3D like anniversary stuff. I don't know. So the Myth had a decent one. Console was so far. I didn't really get Cronies. I mean, I watched it and I understood what she was trying to do, but it was not that interesting. And like, I was sad too because I really like Crony. Fauna's was a little more interesting. She also actually picked great songs for herself. I don't think, unfortunately, she is a really fun streamer, but she isn't like the best singer. That doesn't mean she can't sing and doesn't mean she shouldn't try. But I feel like maybe part of this thing the whole time was the fact that she just didn't pick the right song for her, because she had those guests and she picked songs and they were like really good for her actually. So, I mean, she picked some very surprising songs. Wong was all like, wow, you know this? I'm like, yes. Don't you at me. But yeah. So I was very happy with even the singing part of hers, because I was like, wow, she is singing really good here. This is a really good range for her and really good types of songs. And then the category 5 hurricane and the baby being thrown. It was great. I'm trying to think what other ones there were. Her charade words were almost too hard though. I don't know. The Ian console I've seen, I think we were starting to watch some of it. We ended up just going through the VODs, like clips on some of them just because they're like, oh my god. Crony, we were working, so we just left her up on the backdrop. Wait, Crony's part of the console, isn't she? Yeah, so that's why I've seen hers all the way through. I feel like it didn't showcase her skills well. Also, she missed a totally golden opportunity to return as Axel again and just be like, hi, I'm Crony. But one of the things I think that was the I don't want to say like unsettling or something. I don't know, like one of the things I found the most odd for Cronies was the fact that she didn't have any of the other girls as guests, and that was sad. I didn't realize at first though that Myth just kept going and going and going. I'm like, oh my god. This is why I am I even part-time streamer? I'm kind of like sometimes I'm here streamer. Sorry guys, I'm not that cool. I have so much to do though, and I'm so tired all the time. I started physical therapy again though. We'll see. It definitely is one of those I can feel it afterwards. Oh my god, my hand just became disconnected. Ignore that. You know how it is. Sometimes your hand just does what it wants. But yeah, so I'll be going in for what it? Why is that on this layer? Oh my god. It's not. Oh, it's on this layer. Oh, okay. Wait, can I just like totally wipe it out? Let's see. Give me a second. I could switch the color, or I could just do that. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, it's like, so basically, let me kind of give you the lowdown of what's been going on with the why I needed PT and stuff again. So I think a lot of you guys probably already know I already had PT and I was on crutches for like 1.5 years with the like on and off, because it was basically in big chunks, but there was like a 3-month gap in there and then back on it again for my left knee. The cartilage is basically totally shredded in on the inside of it, and so I needed to build up some strength to be able to support it, and that also helped with the pain somewhat. It is definitely better. I also was given a steroid shot in the knee, and that seems to have made it mostly bearable. Like honestly, if I overwork it and stuff, god damn it, I swear I muted that. What the hell? And of course, the message I get is penis. Thanks, Ray Ray. She sent me a crochet penis and then said the word. Thanks. Definitely what I want to see. But yeah, so we had done all that PT and everything. A lot of aquatic stuff, which, yeah, it really felt like it was happening. And then, you know, I'm walking without the crutch. I do use a knee brace. I'm actually at the point where I'm not even using it like fully regularly now. Like today I didn't wear it. If I know I'm gonna be like what do you call it? How do you say it? If I know I'm gonna be like sitting at a job or not gonna be walking around a lot, I've been trying not to wear it because I'm hoping that my built enough strength that I can support myself without it. The knee brace I have has metal built into it and stuff. So one of the things it does is, or it's like, you know, like I don't, it's not like necessarily it necessarily has to do this. This is just one thing I've noticed. Because of the metal rods in it, like the metal pieces in it, my knee doesn't chip. Because apparently one of the problems with the pain, and it's also probably what, you know, eventually is what caused the stuff I'm going through now, is the fact that my kneecap was turning in because there was absolutely like nothing there. The cartilage wasn't holding in place. I have had very weakened muscles for not being able to walk because of the pain. So, you know, it was like, wow, okay, I guess that's it. So, but yeah, so that was kind of that whole thing. So we got that clear to the point where I was, you know, walking, doing a lot better. And then just like last month, suddenly like my ankles just started not wanting to cooperate especially at bedtime. But like, no, I would just feel a lot of ankle pain, and then it would also cause like, you know, hip pain and knee pain and stuff. And then, foot pain too. And then, shortly before I started going to PT, sorry, English is not coming to me today because I'm so tired. So there's several different things happened. I don't remember the order, but they all were kind of working together, I guess, to make this how it is and why I need PT. So first off, I had a situation where randomly in the middle, for no reason, my ankles made both of them. That was the problem. It was both of them made some really, really harsh like noise. You know, like it wasn't just a normal crack or pop. It was like, what the heck was that noise? And like I literally almost collapsed on it, and it was a lot of pain. It was really bad. So that was actually, the left ankle was worse at the time than the right, but that's also the one with the knee. So I was like, okay, maybe this is because of you know, all that time I was babying that leg or something, and now starting to put weight on it and vice versa. And so I had that. And then at a convention I was at, so it was after this, and, you know, when I started trying to figure out how to walk, and so the next order of events for sure is the plantar fasciitis or whatever. It's the muscle on the bottom of your foot. Like, hey, actually, since I've had a foot here, Ba, 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 ba. Let's go ahead and choose a different color first. So it's basically the I'm using the eraser. Okay. So it's like the kind of like the muscle that runs like here on the bottom of your foot. And it is possible to strain it and stuff like that. Well, in my case, obviously the reasons you would normally strain them aren't in play, but my left one started acting up. At first I worried it was my Achilles heel or Achilles tendon. But the more I was like looking up like where the pain should be and stuff, I'm like, I don't think that's it. And there's other symptoms I'm not meeting. Cause like, yeah, it was just weird. And then I also at a convention, which I guess was somewhere, maybe that was between the two. Maybe I am wrong on the time frame. Cause there was just, I wasn't even doing that much walking cause it wasn't Gen Con. It was a different one. It was just me and Long. And like in the middle of nowhere, my ankles like got these really big bumps on the inside. Like it was very painful. They swelled up, but primarily it was swollen up on the inside of it. And then they had like these two like firm bumps. It wasn't hard and it wasn't soft. It was, you know, you could squish it a bit, but it still had a decent shape and wasn't like you losing it. And it was just a weird thing. I definitely could feel it. So, you know, I talked to my doctors and stuff during all of this. And then that's when and then of course, I continually was having more feet pain and stuff and ankle pain as this goes. So I went in for an x-ray on the left foot because that seemed to be the worst one at the time. And basically found out there is nothing noticeable enough to be causing this. I do have a bunion on that foot, but it's very mild. The right foot is actually worse on that, surprisingly. But, you know, it's genetic, apparently. Thanks, Jeans. Damn you, Gene. Hi, cat. I see you. You're trying to get my pork, aren't you? What an asshole. I mean, I know this cat loves me, but he also really loves pork. But yeah, so nothing showed up, but you know, that's why we're like, okay, you know what? We're just gonna go straight to PT and see if we can work it out. And there's a bunch of different things it could be. It's really hard to diagnose it without more, you know, x-rays and MRIs and stuff. And my insurance is like, nah, no way. And we're just like, it's fine. We'll just go with it. This time I did not at least have to fight the insurance on getting the PT. So that was good. I'm still waiting on them for the Xywave. I am like so sleepy all the time and not doing great, but it could be worse. I could be a banana. I don't know. That's pretty much what's been going on in my life though. And that's why I'm doing PT. I've got some other things going on too medically. I've got to go get another blood test because one of my tests came back a little questionable for my hematologist. So, hi kitten, ahoy! My cat is right here. Honey, you're not coming up. I know you want my pork. I know what you want. It's my pork. I just eat slow, especially when I'm streaming. I'm about ready to clonk out on the keyboard though. Seriously, I'm so tired. So tired. How do people do it, man? I remember when I was a kid and could stay up all night and not have any problems the next day. I mean, I'd be a little drowsy and want to go to bed earlier, but that's about it. One of my friends is having their 40th anniversary birthday party. And you know, of course, obviously, I'm talking about it because I got the invite. It's just an online thing, like for the invite. It's at his house, but you know. But I'm just like, oh God, please do not remind me how close I am coming to 40. I mean, it's still gonna be several years, but still, it's just like, oh my God. When did we get this old, man? I did not ask for this. I'm apparently not allowed to return this body either because obviously I don't have the receipt. I'm not the one who made it or bought it. My mother said she doesn't have it either. I asked. Oh, but in good, adjusted number means nothing. I mean, it doesn't. There's a lot of things I have to watch out for as I get older, so that's part of it. Well, I have a couple things of good news involving health stuff. So first off, they told me initially they quoted me for my lenses at like 200 something, and my frames were already like 200. So I'm like, oh god, this is gonna be great. So I got the frames but not the lenses at the time. My insurance is horrible for eye care, by the way. They only want me to have an appointment even like once every 3 years, I think. So yeah, I got the contacts already upgraded, and I went and just bought them from Costco. Did you know you can like order contacts at Costco? It's pretty fun. I use their online stuff all the time, but we also go in person occasionally. Not for the contacts though. But yeah, so it was like, wow. And so like when I went to like Twaifu's wedding, or when I've been, have I done any yeah, I've done cons since I had the new contacts. And yeah, going from that to glasses sometimes gives me a bit of a headache because it's such a different prescription. I am also one to ask them about getting some information about LASIK. That is one thing I really want to get done before my eyes get any worse, and I'm going to end up to the point where I really can't see anything. Hello, Elemental. Cross. I know you told me to call you Cross, but I'm tired and I forgot for a second. But yeah, so in other news with regards to that, so they're coming back and telling me, my mother tried to drop them off for me today, and they need to have like pre-authorization and this and that, so they need me here. And I was like, god damn it. I was having trouble making it out to my eye doctor. That's why I did it. Was like, my mother was going today for an appointment, so I was like, can you just drop these off and I can pick it up? I thought they'd call me to pay over the phone, but apparently I also have to sign something, you know, because it's like, well, because we didn't put them out together, there's a chance, blah blah blah. I'm like, no dude, you guys sent my Char glasses. I still am wearing my Char glasses for now, but I'm not replacing the lens on them this time, because first off, I would need something to wear, and I'm not wearing glasses, or because they had to outsource the Char one, or send out the Char ones to get cut for the frames or the lens. I have a very, very bad lens, I guess. It's very thick, and it's not like a, what is it called? Like the bottle something? Yeah, it's not like the woo glasses like that. That looks so bad, but you guys know what I mean. They have a new, they made a technology to make it thinner yet still strong, and I don't know what it's called or anything. I'm too tired, sorry guys. But that's what I've been mostly doing. So but my glasses look normal until you see the side, and then you see like a chunk of plastic, like the lens hanging out of it. So it's probably at least a quarter. Is it a quarter of an inch? Oh my god. But yeah, so they had to do that, and so you have to like tell them, okay, no, it's fine. You know, if you send it off and something happens, I realize that I've, you know, by sending it off in the mail or whatever, blah blah blah, I have to agree to this. So yeah, no, they did fine though. My Char ones, I'm still wearing them 3 years later. It did not, unfortunately, make my eyes 3 times faster. Or maybe it did, and I just can't keep up, and maybe that's why I'm getting so nauseous now and then. Guys, I am not pregnant, so don't say that. I literally am just, you know, yeah, you know, health stuff. I'll figure it out. I just need to work on the sleep thing again. I miss my Xywave so much because it worked. Oh, I was put on trazodone again, but trazodone doesn't do crap. But yeah, so the other good news, and not in regard, well, yeah, so it ended up, instead they quoted my mother like $92 instead of the 200 something they quoted me. So I was like, that's good. I might actually be able to afford that. All right, and then the other good thing I was going to tell you, Arata went to the vet. He's 10 years old now. Can you believe he's 10? God, you guys met him when he was 6 already. Wow, it's so weird to think that I've almost been streaming for 4 years. Technically, this account is older, but I didn't really use it at first. I don't remember even why I got it. But then 4 years ago, during Ink October, I started using it regularly. Because my first month streaming with that, I literally streamed at least once a day for Ink October. And then I think a couple days I had like 2 or more, like 2 streams. Because I'd play a game later with Wong or something. And, oh my god, our first debut collab with our like avatars and stuff was so bad. It's so funny. It was karaoke, but it was like looking back at those, I'm like, oh my god. That was the one where I had painted on closed because I couldn't figure out how to like work with the textures. You also have to realize though, guys, that was the original V-Roid, not the cool, nifty, lots of fun accessory one you have now. Like Wong's glasses to this day are still made out of hair because he had to make them out of hair in that one to be able to get glasses. Now you just click a button. But yeah, Arata is, his blood work looked good, his fecals look good, he looks all really good. They were really surprised he was a 10-year-old. My god, the amount of energy he has some days too. He's like a big kitten, he just wants to play. Although Kanane doesn't want to play with him. He's sleeping in here now, but you know, I don't know if you know, cats need like, what is it? Oh, like 16 hours or more of sleep a day? I feel like I need that. Can I have that too? Honestly, I would like to have a day where I could just like relax and try to sleep in and, you know, stuff like that. Also, Wong is actually not up here for now. I didn't even think about that. Let me put the... There. I forgot to put that back on. He's not actually up here right now. I don't know what he's doing, but he's downstairs. We've had a lot of Akibasol to do, so... It's been insane. I have a lot more to pack tomorrow, too. Maybe not a lot. Well, I mean, I guess it's like... over 10 orders still. Who knows what's gonna come in tonight, so I don't know. Alright, we gotta keep busy. Oh my god, I'm literally starting to doze off on my microphone. Guys, you gotta entertain me so I stay awake. But oh, I got a sliver card from Magic? Yeah, Magic the Gathering for Wong. And it arrived, but I wasn't 100% like happy with it though, because okay, like if you were to ship a card, tell me, how would you ship it? How would you guys ship a card? Just a single card, like trading card. Let's see who's wrong and who's right. That's right. My opinion is right on this. To be fair, I do my dailies every day still. Wong does a lot of custom rooms and box rooms, but I actually am still trying to learn, so I play if I can. What else? You would just put it in a hard plastic sleeve and stick it in an envelope? In my case, what I do is I put it in a sleeve and then inside the hard plastic sleeve. Then I wrap it in cardboard. I'll cut up boxes and stuff as I need to. Wrap it in cardboard, make sure nothing's touching, and kind of like make it a little... It's not super big, but it's big enough that it can fit in and have a little bit of leeway to shift around. But also that way it won't get taped when I put this packing tape on the sides of it to keep it in place, you know? Then I put that in a 4x6 padded envelope and send that out. Yeah, this guy just threw it in an envelope. And, you know, it's... Oh, he had it wrapped in what do they call it? Postcard? Like an index card? Like you put notes on? Yeah, but we've been having a lot of rain. So as you can imagine... The envelope was super damp when I got home. So I don't know when it got brought in because I believe my mother brought it in. So it was sometime when she was picking up the packages. The worst part about it is when I mentioned that I wasn't happy with like how he shipped it, and he was really lucky the card was okay because the plastic sleeve also got cracked. The top loader, it literally is cracked. So, like, it could have been way worse, especially because it was raining out. So I'm guessing my mother got it pretty fast. Because yeah, I wasn't home and Wong was home, but he was working from home, so he might not have been able to get out if it was a meeting or something. And most people will think, oh, it's in our mailbox. It will be fine. No, lies. Yeah. Like I said, I wasn't trying to be mean to the guy, but I was like, yeah, like, so this is not a good thing, and I just wanted you to be aware. And, I ended up leaving him a neutral review because I didn't really like his attitude about it either. Because it wasn't one of those, oh, I'm so sorry that happened, thank you. Okay, even if he's not gonna do anything with it or pay attention to it, it is very easy to just go, thank you for your concern. Thank you for this information. I will consider it in the future. I'm glad the card was safe. And, just leave it at that. And I would have been like, still probably would have given him positive still, but I definitely still would have given him a low rating on the packaging because you do not just do that. So one of the best ways to like illustrate this too is once upon a time, Mukashi. No, what is that? What? Oh, that's the okay. But yeah, once upon a time, I used to send my buttons out with in envelopes, like just the normal envelopes. I'd wrap them in a little piece of bubble wrap and put them in like a standard letter size, envelope, and like the small ones, and ship it. And for a long time, it was not an issue. They were getting there fine. It was no big. Well, once they started automating more and more, the envelopes started ripping. So people were getting empty envelopes, basically with big gaping holes in the back, which is why I ended up buying, I bulk bought the 4x6 envelopes. That's why I have so many. So I didn't pay that much on each of them, which is another reason I'm okay with using them. I'd rather these cards get to people safe. I mean, I also feel like I'm not gonna ever sell, like, I don't really sell a lot of Magic cards anyways. I just, when Wong was scanning them the other day and one of them came as like $40 something, we were like, yeah, we'll sell that one. It's good money. And it's sold already, so I shipped it out today, yeah. I was just surprised, but I'm like, okay, I also think I may have had the best price on it, but I use TCG Player as a guide, and just like with our trade-ins, I kind of go through the same system that Wong and I do. Okay, is this a rare edition? Is there like another edition that's rarer? Okay, it was a foil, but it was just a standard edition. I don't know if there was another one. I don't think so. I can't remember anymore. What is this useful for either mine or Wong's deck? No, was the answer. So it was too high cost for us, but it has a lot of talent and can be useful in decks built around it. And then also, like, okay, just because they're saying the value is something, what was the last it sold at? My God, I like some of the prices people are putting up on eBay. You're just like, what the fuck, dude? I understand a little more for the fee. Like, don't get me wrong, because unfortunately, like, if you guys have ever actually seen my Macari versus being somebody local who wants to buy something via my Facebook, they see it on Facebook and they're like, oh, I can just message her and be like, I want this. Yeah, the prices are a little different because I have to up it for Macari. I also tend to actually put Macari super high at the beginning because of that that feature that's like, oh, as it goes, as it stays up, it will go down in price. So I don't know. I just feel like I should do that, so I do. But yeah, I don't know. I redid a lot of my website recently. Like, seriously, recently. I'm still working on some of it. But, yeah, basically, oh my God, with the website, how many different things happened? Well, the first one is that my, my image, PHP, like, my image plugin was no longer being supported. It still was being updated, but it no longer was on WordPress directly. So I had to go and download it from their site if I wanted it. I decided, whatever, I'll just grab something else. So I did. And then, of course, nothing carried over from one to the other. So luckily, it was still in my library or whatever. But then I had to manually, go and switch the things up. And oh my God. I also have been trying to fight with I couldn't get them to upload either, and I was like, what the heck did I do wrong? And turns out it wasn't anything I did wrong. Cloudflare was just like, no, I don't like this. I definitely upped the security because I'm selling the digital copies of those kiosks there now. Ooh. Oh my god, so sleepy. You guys liking these toes? Back to my food. Any of y'all do anything exciting this weekend? Or... Oh, the comic book shop did have a huge sale on Saturday, so I worked Saturday, which is unusual for me, but oh my god, was it crazy at the beginning. And then around lunchtime and stuff, it started slowing down a little, like 1 or whatever. It started like, no, it wasn't 1. It was way later than that. It's probably closer to 3 something. 2, 3 something. It started slowing down, and then Cosplaying Kitten came to hang out. She brought me a frappe because she loves me. An Oreo frappe. And then we looked at magic cards and stuff together and comics. And I mean, I was still working, so when nobody was on the floor, nobody needed me. I had to go poker and stuff. And then it was also Batman Day that nobody ever knows that it is, because for some reason they like don't advertise it. I'm like, DC, what is wrong with you? I mean, it's Batman. He doesn't really need, like, people know who he is, but it's still just kind of weird that, like, everyone's shocked when they come. They're like, what do you mean you have free Batman comics? I mean, we have free Batman comics. Please take them. So, Kitten, after hanging around for a while, just started, like, she didn't literally throw them at customers, but she literally was, like, putting, like, here, take them, and, like, you know, just picking them up and handing them to her. Not giving them much of a choice. It was pretty funny. It was very nice to see her, though. So, and yes, I was working, but it was still really just cool to like spend some time with her. She was waiting for a game group to start, I think, if I remember correctly. So she was already down there for something else or something. I don't know. Either way, yeah, she just showed up and seed me. I know a lot of people have questionable relationships with their siblings. My little one is more so that way, but I wouldn't say like it's a rival. Like technically, if I were to have sibling rivalry, which I used to have it really bad, it was against Kitten. I'm sorry, Kitten, but she was just so talented. Because I always like, everyone's always like shocked that I was like, wow, you used to be in like merit program and stuff, and I was like, yeah, well, if you guys have siblings, you probably get this more, but like, I wanted something I could excel at over my sister. So we did a lot of dance and tumbling as kids as well. So, you know, that played a big part into some of the stuff. So at the beginning, we were in dancing, tumbling and stuff. And with my dyslexia and stuff, I was never good at really some of the stuff. And my hand deformities did not make like things like back handsprings and even push-ups and stuff were hard. Well, of course, my teacher, instead of noticing it or trying to take notice and be like, okay, you always keep doing this, there must be something wrong, just, would yell at me, and I hated her because of it. She was not a very nice person. I do think she's still alive, but I do not know where she is or anything, so. Yeah, so anyways, back to what I was trying to talk about. So, Sakura, my little sister, I only have one. There's 3 of us. I'm the middle child. She was amazing at dance. Like, she really, really did really good at that. The big thing that would hurt her in auditions, unfortunately, was her height. Because, yeah, Sakura is actually half an inch taller than me, and I'm 5'7", so it's at least half an inch. But, yeah, she is taller than me. We're kind of backwards with the height thing in our family. Well, yeah, so she's backwards. Or she's back. I don't even know what I'm trying to say now. Yeah. So she was really good at dance. So she had the dance. Sorry, I took another bite of food. When we were doing tumbling, Kitten was really good at tumbling. Like she was a powerhouse, man. And then once tumbling stopped, because our studio, the instructor owner didn't want to actually do any more with it, because the rent was too much and stuff. Which, you know, that's believable. At the same time, like that kind of makes you worried when a place that's supposed to have like that is like, we don't have enough money for rent. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing here. But yeah, so after that happened, Kitten started doing more art. And unlike me, she actually had natural talent. Like, she was really good with stuff at the beginning from the get-go. It's not that it doesn't mean she didn't work hard. It just meant a lot of the stuff came a little more natural to her. And she also had the foundation, which I did not have. I honestly hated art back then, you know, as I'm sitting here arting. But yeah, it was like, I felt like I always had to compare myself to Kitten. And so that's where the horrible rivalry comes in. What the hell am I doing here? This league does not work like that. But yeah, so she became we had the dancer, the artist. So I was like, I need something. Well, okay, we had academics left. We still had school left, and I was like, okay, fine, I will be the smart one. And I would study a lot, and that is exactly what I did. I pretended to be the smart one. I mean, I had really good grades. I even graduated, what is it, Kumo Cum Laude, which means I was like over 4-point GPA. I was in like merit and advanced programs, though. But yeah, it just also feels so like empty after a while. You're like, my God, this did absolutely nothing. I think the only thing I can think that it really did for me was give me some credits for basic classes in college. But to be fair, you can take a test even if you don't take those classes, and you have to take, I think, the math class you have to take, but that one is as long as you take it, right? I think you can get it. Do they still do that in college? When you sign up, they make you like do like a math test? Do they still do that? Or am I just like crazy? I swear I did that. But yeah, so that's what got me my math credits and stuff, which was great. What I really hated is on the math test, I tested as high as calculus, because guess what? I had been taking calculus, but God, I was not good at it. And it was a weird thing, because the first like few weeks of class, my teacher had to actually spend reteaching us the basics of calculus, because our pre-cal teacher spent more time talking to himself than he did us. And he wasn't always talking math stuff. He would just mumble creepily. He's an old guy. We're actually, in fact, she asked us who her teacher was, and we told her, she was like, wait, he's still here? He was my teacher. And I was like, oh my God. Now, Kitten and I can share hobbies, and I don't feel as bad, though. Like, we both draw, but we're so different types and stuff. And even with, we both were graphic design majors, and we both have our strong suits. Like, she is super good at logo design. So if you guys ever are looking for a logo, hit her up. I can do them, but she does better, I feel. That is my thing, based on looking at her stuff than mine. I think hers are better. Oh, and she can do the miniature painting thing. I can't do that. It's so cool. I don't know if you guys have ever watched her stream. Can I do this? Can I just shout her up? Right? I can do that. This is my own channel. I don't know who I'm asking. Oh, what? Yeah, okay. Obviously, she plays games too. But yeah, she does art. She does mini paintings. Like the ones you see in like Warhammer and Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. You can follow her there and watch her. I don't actually know if oh my God, excuse me. That wasn't even something to be excused for. My nose just was like, oh my god, I'm full of stuff. It's really bad allergy season for me too, which doesn't help. Although they're a lot better than they were before. But no, so yeah, I don't know what her schedule is always like, because unfortunately some things do get in the way and sometimes she just needs a mental health day. You know how that is. If you don't, you need to take one and you'll see. But typically she streams Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sunday. Although I don't know if she streamed on a Sunday in a long time. It used to be Tuesday mini, Wednesday mini, Thursday game, video game, and then Sunday was art, maybe? I don't know. Now she kind of just rotates it as she needs. I get that. Some days you just don't feel like doing what you're supposed to do. So. Okay, I think that is good for her legs there. Yeah, I know. I've just been drawing legs and feet this whole time. Is this what you guys came here to see? This is a feet channel? More food. Akiba's Soul seriously has a whole channel dedicated to figure feet, so I feel like the feet needed to be like, you know, wow. And you guys know I still can't draw with an eraser. Hi, RDD! But. There's the booty. Arrgh. And are you free from work or are you getting ready to leave? Oh, okay, good. You got home earlier than you usually do, right? No, wait, it is. Oh my god, I start streaming at 8. Don't mind me. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Still, that's gotta be rough. I know you're on the same time zone as me, so ugh, I would not want to get home that late. Unless you at least start later too. Alright, you can handle. I can't handle it. I can barely handle starting when I do right now. Actually, I don't. So at the comic shop, I don't even go in until, it starts at noon. Oh, yeah, that would be it. Oh, so is it like a split shift thing? Or is it just like considered like the second shift or the late night shift or whatever? I could go and break into the comic store anytime I'd want to, but I wouldn't do that. At least not get caught. No, I wouldn't do that. I swear. Please, FBI agent. You know what I'm like. Thighs. Maybe I can get off the legs and not just be drawing feet and thighs on the stream this whole time, but that's doubtful. I like to go, I don't always go in a specific order. I just kind of like jump all over the place. In this case, this is where I want to be right now. Makes sense. I get to see the thighs, so. Oh, normal shift. Okay. Wow. I don't like that. Food. Did you guys know that it was somewhere in one of the Norwegian countries, I think? They did a study on like what is the absolute most proficient worker can be, like any kind of job. And they found that if a worker works 10 to 5, 10 to 4, it was something like that, and always and only work 4 days a week, their productivity productivity. Thank you. That you sound was like I could see it in my head. I just couldn't say it. Actually, having somebody else spell it out was great because I'm in my head like, oh, you forgot an O, of course, but productivity. Are you guys productivities? I'm productivities. But yeah, so they found they were actually more, they were on overall better mental health. The economy was increasing and stuff because people were actually getting arrested. Because I think that's another thing jobs don't account for, or people in the business world just don't account for, because you need energy to go. They're like, oh, well, why nobody coming to my whatever shop, or they have an amusement park, why is nobody coming? Well, did you know, if we're tired, we don't want to go anywhere, we don't want to leave the house, which is why rental and streaming has become such a big thing nowadays, because I also don't want to leave my house, and I use a lot of rental and streaming. Well, mostly streaming every now and then, because Wong and I both get free Microsoft points by just being as a horrible search engine is, and trying to find stuff. So yeah, my brain just totally went off. I don't even know what we were talking about now, guys. I'm sorry. We're just looking at a butt. I'm sorry you guys had to see that. I'm sure it was horrible. Well, see, I think part of the thing is because they're getting more rest on a daily basis, they have more expendable energy. So one of my favorite analogies as far as how humans work and or how people work involving productivity and just how they're feeling the mood. So you guys, well, I like the knife one too, but we'll go with the magic or the Dungeons and Dragons ones. So if you guys don't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons, the basic part of it is, oh hey, you have so many spell slots to use every each day in game, so you can't, or even sometimes even in each dungeon. So once they're gone, you cannot replenish them until you have a long rest, kind of thing. So, I was trying to find my train of thought. Okay. So yeah, you can only expend so many a day. Well, some days you feel like you're level 20 and you have a ton of spell slots to use, so you're great. But then other days you feel like you're level 5 and just starting to come into them, and one of the spells is going to take 2 to 3 slots to do, and that can be you're having a rough day, so even something like doing the dishwasher that shouldn't even take a full slot by itself is going to take 2 slots kind of thing. So yeah, I just like that analogy though, because if you look at it that way, it's a little more visible to people. That's why the other one I was thinking was the one with the spoons, but I like to use knives instead. I'm all out of spoons, but I have knives. Also, RTD, I'm sorry, I read your thing wrong too. I thought you said you can't believe people would be better off like that. You're agreeing with me, never mind. But yeah, no, it definitely feels like that. as much as I'm always like, oh, what is free time? What is this? Blah, blah, blah. I am also kind of serious because I don't remember the last time I could just like sit and watch a movie or sit and spend the entire entire day playing a game. I almost inverted those. Yeah, so it's like I really miss that, but I also know I have stuff to do, so I can't just be like, oh, let's ignore it. Ah! So yes, yeah, that's kind of same in line. And also, I think a big problem is, at least with my generation, which, yes, I'm a millennial, guys. So I'm sure you guys have probably figured that out by now for those of you who have heard me talk about my age and stuff. And some of the things I mentioned, and even my art style is very the 90s. We were kind of forced to believe that we should always be productive. Like, if you stop and rest, you're wasting time. And that is a very, very hard mentality to remove. A little, I guess, anecdote here on that is when I was in high school, that's when I took my my calculus class. Was when I was in high school. So yeah, I took it. I know where I was going with this story. I know story. Sorry, I was like, which story was I telling about calculus? That's how tired I am, guys. I'll get off in 1 second after this story, though. So yeah, I got my first B in a long time. Like, probably I may have had some B's in like the early grades, but I had not had a B since like, you know, probably since second grade that I was aware of, that I could think of. I just didn't have B's. I didn't get B's. That wasn't me. I got straight A's. Like I said, that was my thing. I went for academics while my sisters went for more artsy ones, because I felt that was all I could do, because I didn't have the same kind of artsy talents and stuff. Well, so, or I should say I got my first C. Actually, that was my first C ever. So in calculus at the interim. It wasn't even the report card. It was the interim. But that was because everybody in the class tanked the test. We were horrible at the entrance test. And then that's why my teacher had to spend so much time trying to reteach us stuff. And that's just it. We were not able to do a lot of the stuff that we should have been able to do. And so that tanked everyone's score. But for me, this was horrible. I was literally giving myself, nervous breakdowns and crying. And I was like, oh my God, my parents are going to see my report card. They're going to murder me. This is going to be horrible. Well, I did get home and I went to my mother, because my mother is always the more understanding one she's still the one I get along with better. So yeah, I was like, okay, I'm going to go talk to her, and we're going to, she actually was very calm, settled me down, was like, no, it's fine. You are really like, that is your first C. And it's not even like you're not trying. Like, a C is okay if you're trying and everything, so I luckily had at least a mother who was very good about that mostly. Like, if I had always gotten those bad grades, it would have been one thing, but that was like the only time I ever did. And yeah, so it was just this whole thing with that. And then my dad finally came home, and I was really nervous, but after my sisters showed their report cards, he knew I had it. So I gave it to him, and I'm like, oh God, he's gonna be like, what is this? What's a C? You know what he said? Wow, you're passing calculus. I was like, what the hell? Turns out I was the one pressuring myself the whole time, and I didn't learn that until high school. But something somewhere in there was, that pressure. And like, even now, I've done better with letting up on it, but it's like impossible to do away with, if that, So that's definitely a very much our generation thing. And I mean, I'm sure other at the end of the other generations around it too got it. But the 90s, man, there was a lot of that kind of like push for stuff. At least personally, that's how I feel. And I think that's kind of why so many of us are also a little like full of anxiety. Oh no, did I do this right? Oh no, what did I break, kind of thing. But it's okay. It's fine. It's fine, guys. We'll all be anxious together. Okay. Yeah, so I am going to wrap up here. I'll go ahead and show you what I got done of Akiko's butt. I didn't purpose. Oh my God, I did not. Wow, that zooms all the way back. Why have I not been using that this whole time? Anyway, so she's going to be smiling. I just did that mouse placement. So yeah, right now we have butt. Oh man, I drew that on the wrong layer too. More like we won't get any kind of if we want any kind of attention, if we want to be an adult or whatever, we have to do it specifically. We cannot get it wrong at all. Or it's not even not making mistakes, but it's like not making anything major. I guess I don't know. It's at least how I feel. Is like we were ingrained to always push ourselves the hardest we could and never settle, which is not necessarily bad, but we were also, it wasn't just us doing it. We were told by society, yeah, that's expected of you. You better be doing good. So, all right. So the thing I wanted to share, let me see. Yeah. So before we go, let me show you. All right. So I mentioned a bit of it earlier. What did I name this file? Guys, I'm so tired. Oh, yeah. Oh, here it is. Can I just like drag this to that bottom screen? Yeah. Can you guys see this? All right, here we go. So, oh my God. There's so many photos in this album. Okay. So yeah, what you guys are seeing here is it's gonna be my 4th anniversary in October, technically on October 1st, and also my birthday's coming up in November. So I didn't purposely, obviously, put these near each other. I just kind of started streaming because of a thing, and I didn't obviously choose my birthday. That's literally when I was born. But I want to let you guys all know there is going to be a bunch of different events. You can also see this on my Twitter and Insta. Did I put it on my Insta? And my threads. And I believe I also posted on my Discord. But yeah. So this is kind of the tentative list. I'm looking for people to do collabs, and some of them I'm already talking to myself off the thing. But basically, if you guys want to do a collab with me, you don't need to be a VTuber, you don't need to have an avatar, you don't need to have anything. If you don't have some kind of icon to represent you, we'll go on Irastoya and pick out something silly together. Let's see. And it's free royalty free stuff. That's why. Irastoya is just the easiest one for me to use. That's where all my fries are coming from on the bottom there too. In the stars above on my head. I got lazy and instead of making my own, I just stole some. Okay, but yeah. So my big streams are on October 28th. We are doing an off collab stream, me and some friends. So we are going to be doing something special. We will be streaming it, but basically it's gonna not be the standard format. It will just be like static images and then the thing. So that's gonna be fun. Currently I have, I think, like 5 people confirmed. I'm not gonna have too much more than that. I only invited probably about 7 or 8 total. I have to actually count. I don't know. But we have a small group. And so that's going to kind of change things based on that. It's probably only going to be about an hour or two. It's just kind of a silly thing. But I've been wanting to do this for a while. And so I was like, oh, 4th anniversary. Perfect excuse. And then, so November 13th is a Monday. So that is my birthday. But I'm like, I don't really want to do stuff on that day. So I'm probably going to do a little streaming of my yearly Mikagami art. I may cancel that depending. I'll have to look and see what my schedule's actually like at that point. But on the 14th is when I am doing the actual birthday stream. So for like the first hour to probably hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, it's an invite only. So I will be streaming it. But if you weren't invited, you will not be able to join. It's a private thing. So it's going to have like for instance, obviously Too Much Wong was invited. RTD was invited. I'm going to be there. Can you believe it? So, you know, that's we're going to play a game that's unlimited. Mostly we're playing a game that has limited slots. So that's pretty much why I'm not trying to be mean, guys. But the second part of it is going to be open to anyone to join. And we might have to like rotate people in and out or whatever. But we will be playing Gartic Phone together. Because that's what I decided to do this year. I like silly games like that and I like drawing. So. But yeah, if there's anything you guys are interested in, you know, like, or you want to collab and you can do one of these dates that is not one of those two. Like, obviously, if you can do the Gartic collab or Gartic Phone, please join. But Garlic Phone, yes. But yeah, everything else, that's, you know, I want to do some art stream collabs. I actually do have my spoopy art collab. I do have the person down for that. We did confirm, so. That's about it though. So yeah, you can get it wherever. This is weird. Okay, so that is where I'm leaving you. I'm gonna go ahead and find somebody to raid. Oh, look at that. It's a bot. It's been a while. How do I what is it? How do I mod this? I forgot. Oh my god, is it gone? RTD's too fast. Okay, so let me see who we can raid. Oh my god, I don't even know some of these people, and I'm watching them. Nobody, me. Who are you people? Oh, Psyzom. Let's go ahead and raid Psy. I've never done that one, I don't think. Demonology. Demonologist. This is on my list to eventually get. I want to try this. Oh my god, I can't spell raid. Is this how I do it? Yeah, okay. So we're gonna go raid Sai Ryusei. So he's doing some spoopy things. It's similar to Phasmophobia with different types and different formulas, but basic same premise. So yeah. Yeah, that's actually some of the games I've been looking at. I was looking at collab games based on how many members. That one obviously didn't have enough, but I was like, I'll add it to my wish list for later. All right. So thank you guys for coming and have a good night. Matane. I don't think they heard that anyways, but even if they did, it's fine.